This is the face the world knew first. A physical force of nature, a WWE champion, a spectacle of power. But what if I told you that the biggest battle Dave Bautista ever fought was not in the ring, and the discipline that made him a superstar was almost the very thing that held him back from his true destiny? This is a story not about building a body, but about rebuilding a mind. This is the untold journey of how Dave Bautista traded the scripted chaos of the ring for the brutal uncertainty of Hollywood and become a millionaire not by being the toughest man in the room, but by becoming the most determined student in it. Long before the lights of WrestleMania, Dave Bautista's world was defined by lack. Lack of money, lack of direction, a lack of peace. He has spoken openly about living in a condemned building, about the chaos that filled the spaces where stability should have been. The bodybuilding, the wrestling, it was not just a career choice, it was an escape. It was armor. And what armor it was. He became Batista, a WWE megastar. The money, the fame, the adoration. It was everything he thought he wanted. The armor was working. But inside, something was shifting. At the peak of his wrestling fame, he walked away. It was shocking. But Bautista felt typecast, limited by the persona he had built. The armor had become a cage. He had a burning, almost terrifying thought. Is this all I am? He knew he wanted to act. He knew he had more to offer. But he also knew nobody was going to take him seriously. He was a 40-year-old ex-wrestler. In Hollywood, that's not a resume, it's a punchline. Imagine that courage to leave a multi-million-dollar guaranteed career for a dream everyone tells you is ridiculous. This was his first and most crucial mindset shift from certainty to vulnerability. He chose the terrifying possibility of failure over the comfortable certainty of a life that did not fit anymore. The transition was brutal. The easy money from WWE dried up. He took any role he could get, most of them reinforcing the big, dumb muscle stereotype he was desperate to escape. His pride was battered, his bank account was thinning. This was the valley. But here is where the second mindset shift happened. From ego to apprentice. Dave Bautista, global superstar, humbled himself completely. He hired an acting coach, not for a week but for years. He became a relentless student of a craft that did not come naturally. He was scared, he felt stupid, but he showed up. Every day he knew he had to outwork everyone's low expectations. His big break was not Guardians of the Galaxy, it was a small, dramatic role in The Man with the Iron Fists. Then, Denis Villeneuve saw something in him, not a wrestler, but a presence. He cast him in Blade Runner 2049, and Bautista, with just a few minutes of screen time, broke the internet with a performance of profound, silent sadness. The world saw the actor. He got Drax not by flexing, but by understanding the character's tragic heart. He brought a literal and figurative vulnerability to a CGI superhero, and it changed everything. The paycheck, life changing. But more important was the validation. His new mindset was working. Now he was in demand. The millionaire status was secured, but the final and perhaps most powerful mindset shift emerged from chasing checks to chasing legacy. He started turning down massive paydays for generic action roles. He publicly campaigned for a role in Knives Out 2, not for the money, but to work with a genius director and prove his comedic chops. He chased the ghost of his idol, Anthony Hopkins, in the Iron Mask, desperate to hold his own with a legend. He chose purpose over paycheck. He don't want to be a movie star. He want to be a respected actor. He want a career that he is proud of when he look back. That's worth more than any one paycheck. This principle, this long game thinking, is ironically what builds sustainable generational wealth. By building a respected brand, the brand of Dave Bautista, acclaimed actor, he ensured his value would endure far longer than his biceps ever could. He invested in his credibility, and the millions followed as a consequence, not the sole goal. So, what is the Dave Bautista millionaire mindset? The courage to be vulnerable. Dare to leave what's comfortable for what's meaningful, even if it means starting at zero. The humility to be a student. Strip away the ego, identify the skill you lack, and become obsessed with acquiring it. Outwork your own past. The integrity to chase purpose. Let your principles guide your decisions, not just short term gains. Build a legacy, not just a bank balance. Dave Bautista's story teaches us that the most powerful transformation is not physical, it's mental. The muscles go him in the door, but the mindset, vulnerable, humble, and principled, is what built the mansion, filled the bank account, and more importantly, earned the respect he always craved. Your arena might not be Hollywood, it might be an office, a workshop, a studio, or a startup. But the rules are the same. What armor do you need to shed? What skill do you need to humble yourself and learn? And what dream is worth more to you than a comfortable paycheck? Find that. And like Dave Bautista, you will discover that your greatest strength was never what was on the outside. It was always what you were willing to build within. If this story resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mindsets that shape success. What was your biggest takeaway from Batista's journey? Let's talk in the comments below. Thanks for watching.